Hello guys and welcome to a new video. Today I want to do a quick review about 1917. This is the Sam Mendes film. This is the one that was nominated to a bunch of Oscars. This is the Oscar-winning director of Skyfall, Spectre, and American Beauty. So I want to break it down into four different things: picture, sound, story, and the feeling of the movie. So, as you may know or may not know, this is a World War I story movie. The whole premise is about two guys in the military get in order to go deliver a message to a general to avoid some deaths. I won't spoil it anymore from there. So let's start with picture. An amazing picture. I do have the 4K, but I'm not talking about picture quality as in HD or anything like that. I'm talking about the picture of the movie. And it was spectacular. How they filmed it, how it is. It was like a one-shot movie. It felt continuous. There was no boring part, and it was just continuously moving throughout the terrain and throughout the story. So picture-wise, it was amazing. The colors, the lighting, the contrast. It was spectacular. Um, each minute, each second that the movie is going along, you're moving. So the terrain changes, the sets change. It's pretty awesome. It just keeps going, going, going. So the picture, how they shot it, it was really awesome. You'll notice some things that I was like, how the heck did they do that? Some of the camera work, how it transitions from one place to another. And I was trying to pick that up to see if I could notice any transition, any, CGI, any computer trick. And a lot of the things were not. It was the camera actually moved from one place to another and just continue moving, and it was awesome. It was absolutely awesome how they pulled that off. Um, Now that's picture. Let's talk about, what did I say? Soundtrack, the music, it gave me a vibe of a Christopher Nolan, like a Batman. It was like Interstellar. It was very dramatic music. It was like sad music. It it fit the movie so well. The music and the soundtrack fit the music absolutely. It was on top of it. Story. The story is super simple. Super simple. Two guys get an order, goes do this, and they go. And that pretty much that's the story. I mean, there's no, you know, punchline. There's no M Night Shyamalan. It's something crazy at the end and nothing. It's straight for you know what's going. You know what's going to happen, and it's war, so you know that stuff can happen and all that stuff. So story is very straightforward, very simple, but it works for the movie. I know that people will want more drama, more of the story, but they're pretty much selling you that picture thing, and it's just go with it. Just you're going with the movie. It's simple story to make a very difficult movie, because I guarantee you that was difficult. I have no clue how they did some things, and they'll probably keep it a secret forever. Some of the stuff. Some of the other stuff, it was in the what you call it, the extras and the bonuses. Now the feeling of the movie. So for each person, a movie is going to feel different. You're going to feel different on how I feel about this movie. Your neighbor's going to feel completely different on how you feel and I feel. So let me give you a little bit of a background how I felt about it. I was in the military. I was a Marine. I went to combat. And this movie felt different from other movies, other war movies. Why? Because it was showing that bond, like the brotherly bond. There was two different sets of brotherly bond, and you will find out once you watch the movie. And if you have seen it, then you will understand what I'm saying. There's two sets of different brotherly bonds in here. So the first one is the brotherly love from the military, and then the brotherly love of actual being brothers. So how is it different for me? Well, I have friends, I have buddies in the military, and we just lost a friend last December, and it hits very hard. And how this movie sets everything in there, it it kind of shows and tells you that feeling. It you could almost feel it through the movie and how that bond is. Many of you will not be able to understand that, to like the brotherly bond. Maybe if you played sports, maybe, but once you go to war and you're in that situation, it's a completely different bond. So this movie, because of how I feel, it's I felt it. It was, even though the story is very simple, the movie is very complicated technically wise. Man, I could feel it. It felt strong for me. Now, my fiance, she felt it too. Why? Because she knows. I've told her my stories. She knows what I went through, and she was asking me, "Did you go through stuff like that?" I'm like, "No, that's not how wars are done anymore. That's trench war back in the day." I told her we do sometimes dig trenches and do stuff, but the warfare now is different from that. So she was asking me questions, but she could also feel, you know, the 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 strong emotion of the movie. Why? Because when I lost my friend, I'm still hurt. I'm still bummed out about it. And she could feel it and she could understand it, and she will be like, I understand. So it was fine. It was awesome to have her as a support there for that. So, feeling wise, I mean, she felt it differently. I felt it differently. But man, it's strong. It's a strong movie, and it's really not that complicated. I mean, you could say Saving Private Ryan is a strong story, a strong emotional movie too. But somehow that movie didn't have that because it was more of a bunch of guys, and there was, weaving in and out, and you had this strong feeling with Ryan. And in this one, you're thinking one way, it goes a different way, and then you just in it for the roller coaster. And then some of the performances were amazing on this. Very cool on how different people, different positions within the military. So they did a really great job on that. So overall, I mean, it did deserve all those nominations. I don't even know how many Oscars this won. I have no clue. I don't remember. It's great. It's a great movie. I recommend it. You watch it. I'll leave a link in the description where you could, look it up. But absolutely, I recommend this movie. Watch it. Give it another try. Watch it one time, and then the second go, try to catch like where they did the transition points where they could stop the movie, because it wasn't shot in one shot. It feels like it was shot in one. But try to find those little spots, and you'll notice some spots where you're like, there's the transition, and it's so smooth. It was so smooth. So overall, absolutely love it. Um, completely, completely recommend it. It is rated R, so just be careful with that because there is gore, death. It's a war movie, so be prepared, be careful, be vigilant. So that is it for today, guys. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you want more reviews, let me know in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about this, especially with your feelings. What do you think about this movie? Feeling wise. Oh, and talking about something else. The slip cover is just beautiful on this one. Whoa, almost lost the movie. But the slip cover is, there's like debossing in here. But yeah, absolutely. Let me know in the comments what you think about this movie. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Everybody has their opinion, and it's okay to have a different opinion. So let me know in the comments. Please subscribe. Please share. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And that is it for today, guys. Catch you in the next one. Bye bye.